welcome to Liz at Home. Today I'm sharing a bit of my art journey again. As you all know, I'm so keen and in love with watercolor paints, and I've been watching this really lovely channel by Creations CC, and in fact I'm on her Patreon as well. And she does these incredible watercolor doodles, and it's inspired me to also try. So I'm going to share this video with her. I'm not copying her doodles or her color schemes or anything like that. I'm sharing my journey and my attempts at doing something from her inspiration. So I hope that she's fine with it. I've seen many other YouTubers doing similar things. So what I've done first is I decided to do a watercolor wash of, this is a Daniel Smith paint. It is Cancer Yellow Light, and it's actually very bright. I think I maybe chose wrongly. I don't know, this whole video you'll see, I don't think I made a major success of it, but I'm going to do more like this because it was a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it, and in a way it's helped me break something of a, I've just been finding it really hard to get back into my art and everything, and just doing this and pushing through has made me break my, like, being stuck. I don't know what the right word is for that. As you can see, a mistake I'm making here, and I've heard other people saying, don't overwork your watercolors. I should have stopped a few steps back because the whole wash was smoother then, but I kept trying to make it better. Anyway, I let that dry, and then you saw the paint had been the paper had been curling. So I've now taped it down onto a piece of cardboard. And now I'm using a brush that I got from Doodlebugs a while ago, quite a big brush. I usually use round brushes when I do watercolors, and I don't know why I decided I now had to try with a flat brush, and I really struggled making these doodles. I thought what I was trying to do was bugs. I wanted to do all different kinds of bugs, and I'd chosen a kind of a pinky red, yellowy and blue kind of palette. But I also tried to dull them down a bit, and I think they ended up looking kind of quite muddy, and they look fairly odd over the yellow background. Anyway, this is part of my nature, it's just to carry on, but I decided no, I really wasn't enjoying that brush, so I went onto one of my nice round brushes, which are for me a much happier painting experience. The paints I'm using are mostly Daniel Smith paints that I've got in this one palette of mine. And I was just sort of mixing them and then trying to do different shapes, and I couldn't really think of different shapes. And it's funny how when you're kind of stuck artistically, nothing happens. But at this stage, I very nearly just gave up the whole thing and thought, oh, I'm not doing this. But I thought, no, let's just carry on. And I do find pink colors always please me. So as you can see, I went with the pink, and then I got out my trusty Micron pen and I started doing the doodles on top of them. I've been taking quite a few Skillshare classes lately on trying to learn to draw, etc., etc., etc. And I just thought, okay, this is a good way to kind of try and be loose and just do patterns that you find and go for it. I don't have a nice white gel pen. I don't know, every white gel pen I have seems to get stuck. And I've tried using Posca pens, but I don't have a thin white Posca one. So then I decided to use my lovely Sparkle Pops, which I love, and they're such a pleasure to use. But they're not waterproof, but they at least go down quite nicely. So then I'm trying different patterns with the pens, and it's actually a great exercise. I think next time I'm going to try different shapes and just see maybe what shapes lead me to do instead of starting off. This time I had this idea of different bugs, and I was thinking of them as doodlebugs. And excuse me, I just had a sip of water. I'm not sure that that was the greatest idea. Anyway, I'm going to put a little bit of music on just until we get to the end, and then I will make more comments. Enjoy the video. So my video recording actually died on me and I hadn't realized, but I finished it, disliked the yellow and went over it with some pink, and this is the end result. It's not brilliant, but I really enjoyed doing it. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.